guys, I'm Jordan and you're watching Fixbook. But 10 seconds before we get started, I made this video to help you, so please help me if it helps you. It only takes a second or two. It's a great help if you subscribe, like, and or leave a comment down below. That's it. Let's get started. So today I'm going to show you how to replace your alternator on your 2001 through 2006 Hyundai Elantra. Okay guys, and for today's episode I used a big flathead screwdriver and a 3/8 ratchet, a 10mm socket, a 12mm socket, a 13mm socket, an extension. You're definitely going to need a magnet and also a 32-ounce hammer. Okay guys, and the first thing you want to do is go ahead and lift up the car. I just drove mine up on Rhino ramps. Before you unplug any electrical connections, you will need to go ahead and remove your battery terminal. Next thing you'll want to do is go ahead and remove your radiator support bolts. Once you've got these bolts undone, you can just pick up these mounts and set them off to the side. Next thing we'll do is pop open this little cover right here and remove this nut so we can remove the wire. Alright, and that's a 12mm nut right there. And remember, if you've driven anytime recently, the exhaust manifold which you're working by with your hand there is going to be extremely hot, so just be conscious of that. Alright guys, and the next thing you'll do is you're going to unplug this plug right here, and if you can see where my finger is, right over on this side there will be a pushing thing so you can push and pull. So you're going to push and then you will just kind of pull them out like so while pushing at the same time. I used a flathead screwdriver to kind of help me out over there, and then once you got both plugs off, you'll just kind of pull them over here to the side and then you've got your connectors off. Alright guys, and the next thing we'll do while we're underneath here is go ahead and we'll get this nut off here, and that's the bottom one, and it's a 12mm. So go ahead and get that guy off, and then we'll get the one off on the top there. Okay, and next thing we're going to do here is we're going to remove this bolt right here. It's a 13mm bolt, and this may be the last one that comes out. And then after that we'll talk about a strategy of pulling the alternator out. So once you got that last bolt, what you can now do is kind of reach in there and you should be able to pull them up. And let's see, yeah, I pulled them up right there, and now you should be able to take the belt off. So go ahead and reach around here and just slide the belt off like so. Okay guys, now one of the last things you're gonna have to do is we're gonna lift this radiator up, and if you can see here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward just a little bit. Be careful not to break the plastic tabs on the bottom, but I'm going to push forward and then pull up. And as you can see now, I have the radiator up quite a bit, and that's going to give us some clearance when we go to try and pull the alternator out from the bottom. Okay guys, and lastly what you got to do is make sure right here where you see my finger is, that nut you took off, make sure you get the pin off, and you might have to push the dust shield, the plastic dust shield, back to slide that pin off. I did it and it came right out. Then while you're down here, you can kind of bench press the radiator, so to speak, to get it up, and then you're just going to grab the alternator and start rocking it back and forth, and then you'll get it to come out. Ow, that hurt. And you're just going to jimmy it down through here. Okay guys, I got a better angle there, and you're going to have to twist it and turn it every which way while you get it to come out down through the bottom here. Okay guys, and what I found here is it's so close to coming out, I've got it almost out here, but the oil filter is in the way. So if you've made it to this point and you are serious about getting this thing out, go ahead and also remove your oil filter. You should actually probably do that prior to, but I am not as serious as getting it off because I don't necessarily need to change mine. But you can see there, if the oil filter was off, then the alternator would slide right out there. So go ahead and take that oil filter off and pull that alternator out and put your new or new to you alternator back in there, and then hook everything back off how you took it off, and you should be set. You should be good to go. Well, that is all for today's episode, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, one more thing I want to add before I end today's episode is this piece right here, it's kind of hard to get back on that bracket. You'll tell when you go to put it back on. So what I did was I took a flat screwdriver and set it right there, and I used my 32-ounce hammer to kind of tap on it in there. And then also, when you go to put the belt back on over here, there is a third pulley, which I'll show you right there. See the farthest belt out there? That's your alternator belt. And what you can do is grab back here behind this dust shield, and you can get your hand back there, and you can work the belt on over there. So you may be struggling when you went back to put the belt on, like, oh, it only says 2 pulleys. Just remember, you're gonna work the belt on back over there. And as far as putting the belt back on, just make sure it's on there good and tight. It's not too important how tight it is, just make sure it's pretty tight. So that's all for today, and again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well guys, unfortunately that's all the time I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I did making it. And fortunately, you can catch me again right here on Fixbook tomorrow on my next video. Just don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave lots of comments down below. Well, thanks again guys for watching, and see you tomorrow right here on Fixbook.